doing the automation specially. Yes, for an example, if I will go here and if I will say, can you print something like 10 plus 20? If I'll say 10 plus 20. So when I will run this program, I will get the 30. Yes. Yes or no? What do you think? I got 30, right? So now, which operator I used here? Yes.
Integer.
Which operator we used here? Why you people are thinking we are? I hope I use this operator. Yes or no? Correct. So in this example, we use the plus operator to add together two values. So operators are used to perform the operations on the variable and values. So now, if I want to describe this statement, I can say print is itself nothing but one statement. 10 is value, 20 is value, and this plus sign is nothing but the operator which I use to combine two values. Yes, so this is one simple example about the operator, that what actually the operator is. Correct. So today we will discuss about the operators. So let me first of all, let me go with some special types which are remaining. One is nothing but the the none keyword. The none keyword is used to define a null value. That means if you are saying that I want to print nothing, then you can say simply say null. So this is not that much of important, but still I'm telling you. Correct. So if you don't want to print anything, you can use the null. Now this is important. You can see escape character. What do you mean by escape character? Yes, escape character means what? Means whenever I want to add new line in my statement, I can use the slash n, right? So to insert a character that are illegal in a string, use the escape character. An escape character is a backslash followed by the character you want to insert. So here you can see we are the so-called Vikings from the north. So if I say print the text, so you can see we are so-called Vikings from the north. You can see I use the backslash over here, but in when I run my program, I'm not getting that particular backslash output over here. So here what I'm saying many times, in the C language, in the C++, in the Java, everywhere, we are using the special operator. So special operator are used to, you know, sometimes if I want to put something into the new line, I will use the slash sign. If I'll say tab, then if I want to, if I want to put the tab, I can use the slash t. If I want to use the backspace, you can use the slash b. Correct. So these all are we are using in each and every program as well. Delete keyword we have already discussed, right? If I want to delete the zero index value from this particular list, I will say delete x 0. 0 is the index value of apple is nothing but the 0, so it will delete the 0. Now let me start from here. Python operator. Yes. So now operators are used to perform the operations on variables and values. So here you can see we use the plus operator to add together two values. Now there are so many operators in the Python. Not in the Python. These operators are common in all programming languages. First one is nothing but the arithmetic operator, right? Okay, so tell me one thing. When I use this operator over here, it comes under which category? Arithmetic or assignment, comparison, logical, identity, membership, bitwise, or what? It comes under which category?
Arithmetic.
Excellent. It comes under the arithmetic operation. That means if I talk about the plus, if I talk about the minus, if I talk about the multiplication, if I talk about the division, yes, these all operator are nothing but the arithmetic operator. So you know very well, right? Whenever we will do the automation in our networking, we are using these special operators. Can anyone tell me where we are using these special operators? We are using this special operator in the access control list. Whenever I will say greater than or less than or something, and we are also using these special operators in BGP whenever you are configuring the BGP routing protocol, and if you are configuring the community, then you can use this special operators. So these special operators are plays very important role everywhere. Now one is nothing but the assignment operator, one is arithmetic, one is assignment operator. What do you mean by assignment operator? Assignment operator means what? If I will say x is equal to 5, can I say I assign the value 5 to x? Agree or
Yes, you do.
Yes. So here, this this equal to is nothing but the assignment operator. Correct. So whenever we are talking about the assignment operator means sometimes we are using the equal to, sometimes we are using this operator, sometimes we are using this operator, sometimes we are using this operator, sometimes we are using this operator. Correct. So these all are the assignment operator. We will see. Comparison operator means what? Means you are comparing two things. Yes. If I will say, can you check 5 is equal to 5 or not? Yes. Or if I will say 5 is not equal to 10. So whenever we people are talking about the comparison, that means you are comparing the two values over here. Yes or no? So this is the comparison operator. This is the comparison operator. We are using the greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. Whenever I will write any access control list, I will say access control list 10, and I will say source is nothing but the 1.1.1.1, and then I will say all the port number which are greater than 80. Either you want to permit or you want to allow. Or if I'll say I want to create one extended access control list 1110, then I will say based on the TCP, I will say permit. Okay, who is my source 1.1.1.1? Who is my destination 2.2.2.2? And if you remember, we are using the equal sign, equal to port number 80. Yes, we are saying equal to port number 21. But if I will go in detail about the access control list, sometimes we are saying greater than port number 80, less than port number 23. So this all operators is nothing but the comparison operator. Got it? It will compare the two values. Yes or no? If I will say 10 is greater than 5, print this statement and tell me whether this condition is true or not. So yes, this is true. If I will say 5 is equal to 6, print the statement and let me know that 5 is equal to 6 or not. So this condition is false. Yes or no? Is because 5 is equal to not 6. If I say 5 is equal to 5, then that is the correct statement. Yes. So here you can compare the two values. If you want to compare the two values, you can compare the two values. So whenever we want to do the comparison, we will use the comparison operators. Now logical operator. Whenever we people are talking about the logical, if you know in engineering we have this, we have studied about the AND operator.
And or not.
Very good. Correct. So these are the logical operator. Correct. So whenever you will use the logical operator, it will give you the output in terms of true or false. True or false. So if I will say x less than 5, and now I'm using the which logical operator? I'm using the AND operator, and x is less than 10. So when I will print this statement, what do you think? Which kind of output I will get? Correct. We will see. Yes. Or I can say x is less than 5, or x is less than 4. Or if I will say, for an example, if I want to say, I can say x, or I will say not x less than 5 and x is less than 10. So here you can see, first of all, you have to understand this one. Here I use this logical operator, this logical operator, this logical operator. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We
what
use
you have two there. You have two there.
Yes. So we will
not an end.
not an end, right? So we will do the lab for this one. No worry. Now, what do you mean by identity operator?
I don't know that one.
Okay, no worry. If I will say x is y, or if I will say x is not y. So what do you mean by identity? Identity operator are used to compare the objects, not if they are equal, but if they are actually the same object or not. Correct. So whenever you will say, I want to find out the identity of this particular object. So whenever you are saying that I want to do something, or if I want to find out the identity of this particular object, you can say you will use the is, or you will use the is not. So if I will say is, it will print the true. If I'll say is not, it will print the false. Simple, right? Now this is important. Membership operator. What do you mean by membership? Tell me 1, 2 example of membership operator. Okay. Membership operator means what? Membership operator means, or I can say membership operators are used to test if a sequence is presented in the form of object or not. For an example, if I'll say X in Y, or if I'll say X not in Y. So here I use two membership operator. Here we already used in our past examples, in the string, in the list, in the tuple, in the dictionary, we used X, we use the in, we also not use the not in. So here I'm saying that, if you remember when we have defined one list, I said, okay, this is nothing but the Sujit, this is nothing but the Mobin, this is nothing but the Jagdish. Now check, Jagdish is in list or not, correct?
Not.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I use the membership operator over here. So whenever we people are talking about the membership operator, means what? Means
Well,
either
not in.
in or not in.
If you belong to that list or not.
Yes,
That's
yes,
basically.
yes. Now bitwise operator, what do you mean by this bitwise operator? Bitwise operator means what? Means
No
okay,
idea.
if I will say, what is this? Okay, if I will say, what is this? Not and can I say, whenever we are saying A and B, correct? So whenever we are saying the bitwise operator, means this operator, I'm talking about this operator, I'm talking about this operator, I'm talking about this particular tilde sign, I'm talking about the this operator, I'm talking about this operator. So this all are the bitwise operator. Can I say this is nothing but the or? Can I say this is nothing but the and? Can I say
And
this is nothing but the XOR? If you remember, we have discussed this, we have learned this thing in our
nor.
engineering, in the electronics and combination, ECD,
Mm-hmm.
but EC subject. Yes, electronics and communication. Whenever we are talking about the AND gate and OR gate and NOT gate, yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. So this is nothing but the NOT.
Nor.
Correct. What do you mean by this one?
Um,
Zero
Nan
fill.
could be Nan. I don't know.
Zero fill left shift.
So here I am doing the left shift. What I'm doing?
Left
Left
shift.
shift.
Okay.
And what do you mean by this one? That means I am shifting some values to the right side. Correct.
Left
So
left
so
shift to left
yes,
side.
that means you are shifting the value. Correct. You are pushing the value from left side to right side, or right side to left side. So this operator are very much useful whenever you will do the automation. When you will start doing the automation, you will use this operator everywhere. Everywhere means I can say you will use it in the SD-WAN, you will use it in the routing, you will use it in the switching, everywhere you will use it. Now I put each and every example and everything over here. Now let me go through the practical first. So now let me go step by step. So if you want this file, you can also use this file. Whenever I will say A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20. And if I'll say, can you please print A plus B? So when I will say, please print A plus B, what do you think? Which kind of output I will get? 30. Now, if I will say A is equal to, for an example, 40 and B is equal to 2, and if I will say A divide by B,
Okay.
let me run the program. I am
20.
getting 0. Why I'm getting 0? Which operator I used?
Percent.
Yes, which operator we called it whenever we people are talking about the arithmetic operator modulus. Yes, here I use the modulus. Here if I will go and if I'll say I want to use the division, let me run this program.
Should be
I'm getting
20.
20 and the
But
output is 20. Yes.
why the last one gave you the last one was like percent, right?
No, this is nothing but the modulus operator. So whenever I'm saying modulus operator, you can divide the, if you do the division of 40, at last you will get the 0. Yes. Yes or no? Yes.
I don't know. I
Modulus
don't.
means
I just
what I am
learned it now.
saying. I am saying that this is 40, right? So 2,
Mhm.
here I will get, if I want to divide it, I will say 2, so 2. And if I'll say 20, if I'll get the 20 here, 20 into 2 is going to 40, right? So I will get the 0, 0. Yes or no?
Oh, okay. How many
Like,
times?
correct. So how, so at when I will do the modulus operator, I will always get the 0 if it is divisible by it. If I will
That's what you
say,
call the residual. They have no residual.
sorry.
Is that when you make you use the division, that what is called the residual. There's no residual. It's still residual, right?
Yes, we are talking about the exponential. Sometimes we are getting some exponential value at last.
Okay.
Yes, see, if I will go here and if I say I want to use the division operator, now it will give me the perfect output, the division. If I will go here and if I say I want to use the multiplication, so if I will use this multiplication, let me run it. You can say I'm getting the 80. Now, what will happen if I will use this operator?
That's exponential, no?
Yes, it is exponential.
Okay.
Yes, what do you think? If I will print, which kind of output we will get?
Yeah, 40 by
Why,
40.
why I'm getting the
5.
1600? Okay, let me tell you. If I will go here and if I say 40 into 40,
Yeah, 40 by 40.
40 by 40. So can
1600.
I say
Yeah.
it is nothing but the 40 into 40?
40. Yeah.
Yes, that's why we call it an exponential. Yes or no? Yes. If I will go here and if I will say I want to use this operator, let me run the program. I'm getting 20. Why?
Square.
Okay, so here it is giving me the 20. And if I'll say, if I'll put the division, still it is giving me the 20. But you can see somewhere I'm getting the 20.0 and somewhere I'm getting the only 0. Yes or no?
So the other one is used so not to get decimals, just integers.
So here I'm saying this is nothing but the division operator. Which operator?
Division. Yeah, but
When I put
the other one
is
is the
nothing but
same,
the
but
floor division.
what? The what? The floor?
Floor division.
Floor division. Okay.
Yes. So whenever you will say, I want to go with the floor division, or if I will go with the division, for an example, if I will change the value, let me say here, I will make it 19. Let me run the program. What I'm getting?
9.5.
Okay. Let me put the floor division. Let me run the program. What I'm getting?
Should be 9.
Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Yes or no? It makes sense, obviously, because whenever you will say division, you will get the output in the fraction number. Yes. Yes, but whenever you will go with the floor division, it will not give you any output with the floating value. It will give you the first digit, whatever your digit is. Yes. Yes. Correct. So what the difference? What do you mean by division and what do you mean by floor division? Sometimes you don't want the output in the floating. So if you're not looking for the output in the floating, then you will say, okay, let me go with the floor division. Now, whatever we have discussed, this all are which kind of operator? Arithmetic operator. Now, if I talk about the assignment operator, let me make it A only. So here I have a two variable A. Now, let's say variable A is nothing but the 7. And if I will say this variable, I am using one operator here, assignment operator that is nothing but the division. And I will say, let me make it 3. And here I will say, can you please print the value of A? Okay. When I will run this program, which kind of output I will get? What do you think? Okay.
7.
Let me run the program.
Just 7.
What I'm getting?
1.
Why 1?
I don't know.
Okay, let me give you the hint. See, if I put the 5 and if I put the 2 here, if I run the program, what I'm getting?
Still getting 1.
1, yes or no?
Okay. That's the residual. Like I
If
said,
I will go
right?
here and if I'll say 11 and if I'll put the 9 here and if I run the program, which kind of output I will get? If you divide the 11 by 9, you will get the remainder as a 2, yes or no? Yes. If I will do, the simple division, right? If I will go here and if I say divide by 9, 9 into 9, I will get the 2 is a remainder. Yes.
Yes. Residual.
Correct or not? So whenever we are saying assignment operator means what? You are assigning the value at the end. So here you can see, here I'm not using the X and Y. I'm only using the X. or I'm only using the A? Yes. You can see I'm using the single variable. Yes or no? Here, what is my variable? My variable is nothing but what? A. And I am assigning the values to A. For example, here if I'll go, my A is equal to 5. And if I'll say this time I want to use multiplication. So if you want to use the multiplication, if I'll go here and if I'll say, can you please do it with the 3? Let me say print the value of A and let me print it. You can see what you are getting.
5 by 5 by 5.
5 by 5 by 5 by 5. Exponential. If you remember just before we did it. Yes. But here I am printing only one value. Which value I am printing? I am printing the value of A. I am looking for the value of A only. I want to print or I want to assign the value to my variable which I have defined over here. And here I define which variable? I am defining the variable as nothing but my variable A. So there are so many different operations which are which are available over here. Now here my A is equal to 5. Yes. Yes or no? Here I'm using my
Yes.
A is equal to 5. If I
Yes.
will go here and if I'll say, let me say I have one more variable is nothing but the B. A is equal to 5, B is equal to 3. And if I will say I want to print A is equal to B or not, what do you think? Which kind of output I will get?
False.
Excellent answer. Correct. Your mind is very sharp. Very good. Yes, because whenever you are looking this kind of statement, if you're saying that, okay, this is true or not, if I'll go here and if I'll say, let me say not equal to 5, then I will get the true. Yes or
That
no?
would be
Obviously,
true. Yeah.
because 5 and 3 are not equal. Yes. Correct. So which kind of operator it is? Can I say comparison operator?
Yes. This is like an if.
If.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. If I will go here and if I'll say, can you please check this condition? Let me run the program. It is true. Yes or no? A is greater than or equal to 5. If I will say, can you check this condition? Let me run the program. Obviously, it is false because 5 is greater than 3. 5 is not less than 3. Yes. Correct. So here actually what I'm doing here, the important thing over here is that I have variable A. I have variable A. I am using the equal to operator. These are two values which I was assigned to A and B. Now I'm using the print statement to print the output, and here I'm using the comparison. Yes, I'm doing the comparison of two values in terms of variable. Yes, so comparison operators are used to compare the two values. Whenever you are saying that I want to do the comparison, you can do the comparison. Now,
and it could be numbers or letters, right? It doesn't matter.
whenever I will say value will be always in the number. Yes.
Letter, numbers.
Here if I
Okay,
will say Sujit is not the value. Is a one kind of name, or you can say one kind of string. Yes. So value means what? Value means if you're using any kind of number, you can say fine. Now, if I will go here and if I'll say I have a one variable is nothing but the A. Now I will say I want to print something like, I will say now print A is greater than, see, A is greater than 3, and I'm using the and, you can see I'm saying and A is less than let me say 15. Correct. So what do you think? Which operator I used here? Logical AND operator. Yes or no? Yes, you can see the operator which are already predefined in any programming language, that will be highlighted.
That should be true.
Correct. So very good. So when I will run this statement, I will get the true. Yes or no? Why? Because A is greater than 3, and you can see I'm using say and means what? I'm saying
both of them have to be true.
If I will say or, and let me run it.
Any of them.
And so here we are talking about the logical operator. I can say logical means what? Either and or not. If I'll say not, print the statement, you can see I'm getting the message that syntax error. Why I'm getting the syntax error? A greater than 3, not A less than 3. Means what? Means technically this statement is not correct. Yes or no? Yes. So we are
Well,
using or see, whenever you are saying not means what? Means here you are saying that
it is an just saying there it is and it is not. So
not
you're
correct. But instead of not, if I will say, let me use the and, let me say and run it, it will give me the
will
output
be
true. So
true.
you can see
Yes.
when I'm saying or, you can say I'm also getting the hint over here. Yes. When I'm saying and, here
No,
Python is giving me the hint. Yes. When I'm saying not,
not no. What
see,
about nor
not,
with
if I'll say
R?
not, because you can say that A is greater than 3, not A is less than 3. Correct. So
No, I said nor with the R at the end.
here, NOR,
Yeah. Or
no, there is no any kind of
Okay.
logical
I just
operator whose name is nothing but the NOR. Yes,
okay.
correct. So NOR is technically not true. Either you can go with the AND or you can go with the OR. So
Or
these are the
just those two. Okay.
just the
Okay.
two, just the two.
Just to make it clear. Okay.
Correct. Now, if I will say, for an example, if I will go here and if I will say, let me define the new statement. If I'll say X is equal to Sujit, one person name I wrote, and let me put it into the list. Yes. So if I will say I have one person whose name is nothing but the Sujit is nothing but one name, and that's why I put it into the string. And I will say I have a one more person whose name is nothing but the Mobin. So we have a two values. I have assigned two values to the variable X. Yes or no? Yes. Here if I'll go and if I'll say I have one more variable Y, and let me put the Y into the list, and here I will say okay, here I will say I have one more person whose name is nothing but the Jagdish, and I have Mobin, the same person, and I will say enter. Now here if I will say, now we have a two variable X, variable Y. If I will go and if I will define one more variable, and that variable is nothing but the Z. Yes. So how many variable we are using? We are using the 3 variable, and each variable have the unique value. Yes. Yes. Now if I will go here and if I will say I want to print, what you want to print? I want to print that X is Z or not. What do you think? When I will run the statement, which kind of output I will get?
Print X
Okay.
is
Now listen. First, look at this. Statement. I have a variable X, two values. Variable Y, two values. And I said that Z is equal to X, which I already defined. Yes, Z is equal to X. Now I am saying here that print X is Z. I have to say print X is Z. So when I will say print X is Z, and when I will run this statement, I'm getting the true. Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Now listen, if I will go here and if I will say X is Y, what do you think? It will print the
that's
true.
false.
Why
That's
false?
false.
Because you now you are comparing the values which I have defined to X and Y. Yes or no? Yes, you are comparing the two values. You are comparing the X and you are comparing the Y. So if you compare the X and Y, this is not true. Why it is not true? Because the elements which are inside the X and Y, that are different, and here also I have not defined that Z is equal to Y or X is equal to Y, because X and Y both have a different variable. Yes, or values. Yes. Yes. If I will go here and if I will say X is equal to Y, what
That's
do you think?
false.
It will print the true or false?
That's false.
Okay, let me run it. False. If I will go here and if I will
I
say,
gotta take a minute. Just go, keep on going. I just gotta step up for a minute. Okay, I'll be back in a minute.
okay, so Everyone.
I got a generator here, and it's giving me some signals. Let me go check out. I'll be back. Okay.
Okay. So now which operator I am using over here? Sujit, when I am saying equal to means which operator I am using here? Comparison. Now I am doing the comparison. Yes or no? Yes. So when I put the Jagdish here, it did the comparison. So when it will do the comparison, it will match the values which I have defined for this particular variable. So instead of Sujit, if there is a Jagdish, it will print the false. But now I have a two variable x and y, and I have assigned the values to x and y, and these values are same in both variable, in x as well as in y. Yes, so you can use the combination of all. You can say, okay, I want to go with the logical, you can go with the logical. Okay, if you want to go with the comparison, you can go with the comparison. Okay, if I want to go with the arithmetic, you can go with the arithmetic. If I say I want to use the assignment operator, you can use the assignment operator as well. So whenever you are saying is, or whenever you are saying is not, that means you are saying that I want to go with the identity operator, as we have discussed in the theory. Yes. So if I will go here and if I will say x is not y, or if I will say x is not z, which kind of output it will print for me? True or false? Now I need the answer for this one. When I will run this program, I will get true or I will get false. What do you think?
False.
Okay, let me run it. I'm getting the false. Excellent. Why?
Because x is equal to z.
Because I said that x is equal to z. I already said that x is equal to z is equal to x, means x is equal to z. But here I'm saying that x is not z. Now, if I will go here and if I'll say instead of y, if I'll put the z, if I'll put the y, and if I will run it, what I will get, true or false?
Same, false.
No, I put the correct conditions here. X is not y, and that is okay. In this case, let me say run it. I'm getting the true. Why? Because I have a Sujit. If I will say no, this is nothing but the Python and Mobile, and I will run it, so I will get the true. Yes or no? Because X is not y at this moment. It returns the true because X is not same as the y. Even if they have the same content doesn't matter. You have to check the value which you are defining into the variable. If I will go here and if I'll say so, is and is not is what? Whenever we are saying if I want to use the is operator or if I want to use is not operator, that means we are talking about the identity operator. If I will say I want to go with is equal to, run it, you can see when I will say print x is equal to y, here you can see it is clearly giving me the error. Why? Because here you cannot print x is equal to y. But if I will go here and if I say x is not equal to y and let me run it, you can see now it is printing the true. If I will say x is not equal to z and if I say print the value, false. This is true or false?
False.
But here I said x is equal to z.
It should
Yes.
be true. False.
Okay, let me go here and instead of Sujit, if I will say Jagdish, if I will say Sujit, let me run it again. I'm getting false. Why? Okay, if I will go here and if I'll say X and Y, and if I run the statement, I will get the false. Yes or no? Yes. So whenever, so here, why I am using this thing over here? Why I'm using this special operator here? Because you have to understood what do you mean by is not And what do you mean by this one? Yes or no? See, whenever I am saying that print x is not equal to y, it here it is saying that statement is false. Can I say here x is equal to y? Think. Can I say here x is equal to y? What do you say? Okay, let me go here, and if I'll say x is not y, and let me run the statement, it is true. This is true, x is not y. Are you able to understand the difference? X is not y. And whenever I'm saying x is equal to, is not equal to y, now it is printing the false. That is the difference between the operator, correct? So whenever I will say I want to use the is not, means I'm talking about the identity operator. Yes, is not is your identity operator. This identity operator are used to compare the objects, not if they are equal, but if they are actually the same object with the same memory location. Is or is not. Whenever we are saying in not, now again the in not is a different, is and is not is a different. Whenever we are saying in and in not, in and in not means what? Means if I have a multiple variable inside my list, yes, and I want to check that whether this particular thing is available over here or not. So see, if I will go here and if I will say okay, I have only x is equal to Sujit and Mobin. Here if I will go and if I will say can you please print the Jagdish. Now again, Jagdish is the new value, not in x. What do you think when I will run this program, which kind of output I will get? Sujit, Mobin, Jagdish, not in x. True or
True.
false?
True.
Okay, let me say run it. I'm getting true. Why? Whenever you
Jagdish.
people are talking about the membership operator. So what is the definition of membership operator? Membership operator means what? Membership operator are used to test if the sequence is presented in an object or not. If I say in, returns true if the sequence with the specified value is present in the object. If I say not in, means return the true if the sequence with the specified value is not present in the object. Correct? So somewhere you will say is, not in, not is, somewhere you will say in, not in. Correct? Now, bitwise operator is important. Bitwise means what? Means I will say, okay, I want to go with the AND condition, I want to go with the OR condition, XOR condition, NOT conditions, or if I want to put any kind of shifting operation, yes, if I want to shift any value to the right side, or if I want to shift any value to the left side. So here, let me tell you one more thing, that whenever I will go here and if I will say here, for an example, if I will say x is equal to 5, if I'll say y is equal to 3, and if I'll say can you please print x is equal to, is greater than or equal to y, when I will run this program, you can see here it is saying that this condition is true. Correct? So here
Yep.
I use the greater than sign and here I use the equal to sign. That means we are using the two operator in a single print statement. Yes. Yes, technically,
Yes.
I'm using the two operator in the
Or
single statement. Yes, you can see I said this is one operator, I said this is one operator, and I'm using comparing my two variable. These are my variables, these are the operator, these are the values. So I'm comparing x with y. So whenever I'm comparing x with the y, here I use the two operator together. Either you can say less than or you can say greater than. Correct? So this session is important, and the next session talks about the condition. What are the conditional statement? Conditional statement, if I will say, see here I'm using the conditional statement. If I will
if
say,
something happens, then do this.
if else, if,
else. Mm,
else. These are difference. While is different. For
mhm,
is different.
mhm.
Nested conditional
Which,
statements are different. Correct. So the
what is the last one?
nested we will discuss tomorrow. No worry. Nested means
Okay.
if I say if statement and something, I have one more if statement. So you can see I'm putting if statement inside the if statement. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
This is nothing but the nested if statement. What
Okay.
nested means? You are saying inside it, inside it. Now let me quickly go through it.
It's kind of like a flow chart, right?
Yes, it is like a flowchart. Now, when we do not have any values to assign a variable, what will be assigned? You can see none. Correct. That means if you are not printing anything, it will put the output as a null. Now you want to give the answer for this one. Which of the following is the escape sequence?
The last one. B. Backslash.
Okay. Which of the following is a escape sequence?
Backslash.
Very good. That means you are learning the Python. Let me go here and let me show you one more. Which of the following should be used to define constants? Can anyone answer me this question?
Constants.
Okay, let me give you the hint. Let me give you the hint. This is not correct. This is not correct. Now you have only two options.
Lowercase name.
Now you have a 50-50% probability, right?
B.
Previously you have 25-25. Now only 50-50. Yes, come on. Very good, Sujit. Correct. Even I don't know. Let me check the answer. Can you see the uppercase naming? If you don't know, we have discussed. You can go through the session. Which error will be thrown now? I want perfect answer for this one. If you'll give the answer for this last question, that means whatever we will discuss till now, you got everything. Which error will be
Which
thrown when a variable is deleted using the delete keyword? This is the predefined keyword. Del is the keyword. We use this keyword more than 10 times in our coding part, right? So when which error will be thrown when a variable is deleted using the del keyword? Okay, let me give you the hint. Here I said X is equal to list. I will say Jagdish. I will say Mobin. I will say XYZ. Done. And here I will say I want to delete the X. And then I will say print the X. Now, which error it will give? Delete, none, not defined, or name error?
Oh my gosh. We did that
Yeah,
yesterday. We did
it
that
is
yesterday.
delete. How can it is been already delete?
Yeah, already
Delete error.
deleted. So you will get some error, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, which error you will get? This error, this error, this error, or this error?
I finished delete error.
Yes, I know what you people are thinking right now. What actually is going on in your mind? I know. Yes.
option D.
So you are saying name error?
Yes.
Okay. Anyone else? I have 1 minute.
Like, well, the other one might be not defined.
Arey man, you can do it right now if you want to do, right? You can do, right? So you can see I'm getting the name error because whatever you are printing, actually that is not available. So today's session is very, very easy session. If you want to be expert in the Python, I suggest you people to please do the practice as well. If you know, I have already uploaded so many programs over there. At least do this program, the program which I have uploaded on the drive. This whatever we have discussed today already uploaded on the drive. So if you want to see, until unless you will just come here and if you listen to me, then you will go, then you will again tomorrow you will come, you will listen, then you will go, you will not get anything. Why? Because language needs practice, not basic practice. Correct. Whenever you will do the practice, so whatever I'm telling you, that I will not give you each and every example, right? So you have to go through by yourself. When you will say, okay, 5 2, let me go with the division method, let me go with the multiplication, let me go with the exponential, let me go with the floor division, let me go with the in, let me go with the not in, or and operation, is operand, not is. Boolean, bitwise, identity operator. When you will do the practice, you will automatically come to know that, okay, why and which kind of error it is. So last question is very, very important, right? Why? Because if you already perform the lab, you are able to answer this question. If you have not performed the lab, some people are thinking it will give me the delete error. No, it will never give you the deleted error. There is no any kind of error in the Python or any programming language which will give you the deleted error. None error is impossible. Not defined is not exist even. There is only one option, and that is nothing but the name error.
Okay.